it is not enough to say that people are praying wrong prayers. It is not enough to be pointing out wrong prayers. We have to now start looking at what are the prayers that a Christian should pray. Are you following me? Because if I tell you what not to pray, I may confuse you without telling you what to pray. Are we following me at all? If I say don't pray like, don't pray like, but I didn't show you what to pray. Now what I've succeeded in doing is that I've succeeded to stop you from praying. Are you following me? So I have not still achieved anything, because when you want to pray, say, I don't even know what to pray. So before you know, you will stop praying. But hear me and hear me, please, I want you to listen to me. The book of Romans chapter 8. Please read this scripture with me, and I want to show you something. Prayer is a work for God. Prayer is not for man. Prayer is not for man. Prayer is for God. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Prayer is not for man. Everything that God created and everything that God made, there are things He made for man. There are things He made for Himself. One of the things that God made for Himself is prayer. Did you understand? Prayer is not for man. Prayer is for God. Prayer is not for man. It's important to know this. God didn't create the avenue of prayer for man. It's for Himself. I will show you why I say so. Look at the book of Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8. Are you with me? Now please, I want to pay attention to this scripture. And I want you to look at it very well. Very, very well. Look at verse 26. He said, in the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for the Spirit Himself intercedes for us with groans that words cannot express. And He who searches our hearts knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for the saint in accordance with God's will. Now listen, this scripture is a bit technical. It's technical because of certain words that we use there. So I want us to take it bit by bit. Bit by bit. Is that okay? So can you help me read the first sentence of your own version? Likewise. None. Wait. What does the Spirit help? He helps us in the area of what? Of our weakness. So I want to show you something. First of all, please pay attention. The Spirit, He brought the Spirit helping our weakness. You will not understand the scripture if you have not understood the discussions that Paul was handling with the church in Rome about our weakness. He's talking about the weaknesses of our body. Let's look at verse 21, so that we see that verse 21 of Romans chapter 8. That verse 21. Verse 21.
Because the creation itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption.
Now, because the creation itself shall be delivered from the bondage of what?
Corruption.
Now, please, can you start again?
Because the creation itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption.
Now, if you know what he's saying is that creation itself shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, there's what we call bondage of corruption. Bondage of corruption actually means aging, death, pain, sicknesses. See, the problem of man, every creature, is that we grow. And because we grow, we age. God does not grow. So God does not age. But we men, when we are born in weakness. Somebody help us. Later we start gaining strength. We thought that life is beautiful. Later we become strong and stronger and stronger. We start helping those who are weak. But as you keep living, if death did not catch up with you, you are getting corrupted every day. So the time comes, you begin to lose strength. The strength you have is no longer the same. It's called corruption. So corruption is aging. If you cook food and keep the food, as the food stays more, it begins to get what? Get sour. Later, the food you cook, you don't know where maggot and every kind of worm start coming out of your food, no matter how wonderful the food is. It's the bondage of corruption, aging, death, pain. All these things are called bondage of corruption. Are you following me? Go ahead, sir. Now, we know that the whole creation grows in what? Now, we know that the whole creation grows and travails in pain. The whole creation has pain. Please hear me. If you don't understand the scripture, you will not understand verse 26. Because instead to tell us that We are people with bunch of pairs. The whole creation has pairs. So if you don't understand this, you will discover that you will make your pair your prayer point.